All right, this is part 2 of our shape tweens. All right, and now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to we're going to change this flame into a movie clip. Okay, so now I'm going to left click on my first frame of the flame, and then I'm going to shift and then left click to the end. So I'm going to try that again. Click and then shift click, and then that should give you like a different color. And you should be able to now right click, and then you should see cut frames, and you'll see them all disappear. So now I want to come up here to the top and do insert new symbol, and make sure that your type is a movie clip, because we want a movie clip. And we're going to change that to flame for the name. Name is flame, and we'll hit OK. And you can see it shows up in our library over here. But now we want to come over here to our layer. We're going to right click and paste frames. Okay, so now our flame has gone from scene 1, and now we're actually into the movie clip right here. Okay, so let's go back to our scene 1, and we'll see our flame is actually missing now, because we turned it into a movie clip, and it's here now. So let's drag our movie clip from the library and now move it back onto our stage. And it's not moving right now, which is because we'll have to actually test it in order to see it. However, now if we select it, we go over to our properties. If we want, we can add effects to it now if we want. Say maybe we want to add a filter, maybe a glow. We'll add a yellow glow to it maybe. Kind of see a little bit of a glow there. Okay, and now I'm going to come up here to Control, Test, and then you can see it how it's going to animate. Okay. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to add some shape hints to maybe see if I can fix a little bit of the goofiness, which doesn't look too bad. So I'm going to actually click on my flame, and you can kind of see on this one, it looks like it kind of merges from this point up to the top. Even though it looks kind of neat, I don't mind it, but since it's not doing what I'm wanting it to do, this is a good example of how to get shape hints to work. Say if I didn't want this, sometimes they'll do flips or flip around, but really we're just trying to get the points to match up. Like, I don't want this point to be the one to go to the top. I want this point to stay at the top and this point to stay at the top. So let's go ahead and add a shape hint. So I'm selecting the keyframe on 28. I'm going to do modify, shape, add shape hint. And I'm going to move the A up to the top. And then I go to the next keyframe. And the A is already there. So I'm going to move that one to the top. And I only needed one shape hint to fix that. I can see it does it again on the next one. It picks a different point and just uses it to go change to the top. Kind of does a little bit here too. Let me see if I can fix that one. Almost kind of looks like it just, I'm not sure what if I know what that one's doing. We'll see if that's fixable. We'll add a shape hint here to this one too. So I'm going to my keyframe on 6. We'll do modify, shape, add shape hint. And we'll add it to the top. And then we'll go to our next keyframe. You can see the A is already there. And add that one to the top of the flame. And you can see it did work. Now, if it was still acting kind of funny, you might have to use other shape hints to help fix something, like if it's flipping around. So if you needed to add another one, you would kind of go insert on that first keyframe. So like I'm on the 6, you would go insert. I'm sorry, modify shape, add shape hint, and then it will give you a B. Like say, and you would add it to another edge. These usually go on the edges. So we put a B here, and then we go to the next keyframe, and then you got your B, and then you'd add it to the same spot where you want it to pin it down. And then that would keep it in that spot. Sometimes you might even have to add a few, 3 or 4, maybe even more, just to kind of pin the edges down to keep them where you want them to, from kind of going in their own direction. Okay, and that's shape hints, and I'll end that for part 2.